HVTV, home of the annual State of the City. Coming to you live above Highland Village, live from the HV Blimp. I'm Phil Schmidt. Alongside me is our Hall of Fame co-host, Andrew Foreman.
Thanks, Phil. The moment is nearly here. There are so many emotions Team Highland Village is experiencing right now. Pride, excitement. We are counting down the minutes starting now.
That's right. Today is the big day, the annual end of the season Team Highland Village presser.
You know, something's got to be said for the GM for Team Highland Village, Mayor Jaworski, since this is his last year with the team.
That's true. While he's led the team, we know he'll give credit to his head coach and all coordinators for the amazing wins they had this year. Oh, I believe the teams are ready to hit the platform. Let's go live now to the Team Highland Village presser.
Hey everybody, I'm going to make a brief statement and then I'll take your questions. On a day like today, the last time I get to address all of you, I want to express gratitude first. I'm extremely grateful for Team Highland Village. They work like crazy, they care about our community, and I want to give them a ton of credit for that. We've had a tremendous year. I have some of the staff here with me today. I want to take this opportunity to remember the team's accomplishments and to look at what the focus is going to be going forward. So with that, I'll take some questions. Sam from the Cross Timbers Gazette.
Thank you. So Team Highland Village just celebrated its 60th year. What are you going to be doing to keep the guts of the city ready for the next 60 years?
You know, I feel really lucky as a GM that we've been able to put a really great staff together. Our head coach, who you'll hear from later, Paul Stevens, he's done a great job of keeping us under the cap, finding good free agents. But you know, it takes a tremendous amount of planning and ability and focus to be as successful as we've been. And as far as looking forward goes, I've got our transportation and hydration coordinator, Scott Kristen, here. He can walk you through those future plans. Scott?
Scott Kristen, Transportation and Hydration Coordinator. Public Works is building the future. Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everybody. It does take focused planning in the 2022 bond and our capital improvement program that has set the stage for us. This year, we're focusing on Highland Shores Boulevard with an asphalt overlay from Highland Village Road to Briar Hill Boulevard. We're in design for the next section of Highland Shores Boulevard from Briar Hill to Twin Coves. That will include replacement of all the concrete paving, and we're planning to enhance drainage and pedestrian and traffic safety by adding traffic calming options. Highland Village Road is also in the game plan. We've just upgraded the traffic signal to bring it to current technology standards, and we're focusing on the design of reconstruction of Highland Village Road from Brazos Boulevard to the Kansas City Southern Railroad.
Phil Lozano, Fields and Play Coordinator. Small but mighty. You in the cowboy hat.
You've been successful at providing open space and community events. Given that success, how do you plan to keep that momentum going?
Yeah, we're very aware and we know who we are and what we're working for. We are dedicated to improving the quality of life in Highland Village. And after last season and seeing the tremendous growth in pickleball, our team converted the Unity Park tennis courts to pickleball courts, and we've seen a tremendous success with that. We've been working on our plays for our teenagers, and this year we are adding lighted basketball courts to Unity, which should provide a big win.
Elliot from Field and Stream.
Pilot Knoll Park is another gym in Highland Village. You've applied for a grant to build cabins and didn't receive it last year. What was your mindset going into the application process for the second time?
You know, that was a tough loss last year, and it stuck with us for a while. It was hard to get over, but you know, we went back and looked at the film, and you know, we work really hard to get better in the off season. So we looked to learn from our mistakes in the past, and we knew we had to get back to the original game plan. So Phil can tell you how he and his team shifted the mindset to make this effort successful this year.
We worked with our teammates at Texas Parks and Wildlife and the Corps. We trusted in them to guide us and knew we couldn't do this by ourselves. We've just received notice that we've won the grant. Yeah. That's $750K, Mayor, matching funds to help us build 14 cabins, enhance our camping areas and amenities, and another win is the grant funding for the planning of the boat launch rebuild area.
Chief Ryan, Safety and Security Coordinator, here to serve.
The next question, we're going to go to Jenny from Scooters.com.
So you've experienced some injuries related to kids riding scooters. What are you doing to prevent those injuries and keep everyone healthy and safe?
You know, the injuries drew our attention to the need to update our game plan related to scooters. You know, we formed a special task force to look at the way we're doing things and how we can go forward with two things in mind. I call them the two E's, education and enforcement. And before I let the chief talk about this, one of the things I've stressed in communicating with the community is this isn't just the city. Parents have to be involved too. Everything starts at home. Education and enforcement starts at home. So we're trying to make sure that they come up with their own conversations to have with the kids and come up with their own rules that they can enforce. And then the chief, I'll let him explain the task force and what they came up with.
Well, you're so right, Mayor. The team updated our ordinances to address all micro-mobility devices in Highland Village. The biggest part of that, we require helmets now for those under 18, and we created other safety rules. We're focusing right now on education with our school resource officers in our schools, getting ready for spring break and summer preparation also, to help enforcement and training and education on those trails. We were graciously granted 2 micro-mobility devices from Trike to patrol our trails and help through that whole process. Can't wait to see them out there.
Let's go to Cindy at Community Impact.
Yeah, see, you are all about the community. You have recruited a new team member, Ali. How has he affected the team and the community?
Well, everyone will tell you that Ali has been a tremendous impact on our team and on our fans. He fit right into his role to be an emotional support for those dealing with trauma or difficult situations. Everyone's drawn to him as he's drawn to everyone else. While he's working on his catching game, overall his plays are always successful.
Chief Collier, EMS coordinator, making a difference.
Fergus in the red kilt, you've got a question?
The health and medical team here have done an outstanding job, and you saw a need to make a different approach to cut down on the reliance on outside partners. So how have you implemented this change?
Like we do after every game, we go back, we get the coaching staff together, we look at the tape, find ways to improve, and I think our EMS coordinator, Chief Collier's done an outstanding job putting a plan together, so I'll let him outline that.
We reviewed our stats and saw that our peak demand is from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. It made sense to implement a peak demand ambulance to meet the needs and reduce mutual aid from our partners. We're continuing to watch closely the stats, and so far, everything's lining up as they should.
Fergus, was there a follow-up there?
You've also entered into an agreement with Flower Mound in Louisville for a joint fire training facility. What made it an attractive option for you, and how does it benefit the city?
Well, it takes tremendous focus and consistent training to keep our teams ready to go. Being part of this training facility at less than 8% of the construction and ongoing maintenance costs means more training opportunities in different scenarios with the teams we engage with on a regular basis.
Paul Stevens, head coach. Highland Village is calling the right plays.
We're gonna go to Tabitha from Texas Town and City next.
Team Highland Village had a tremendous year. As you look at the future, how do you replicate and build on the wins you've had?
Well, Tabitha, first, we do not look to the Cowboys for inspiration. Our financial position is strong. We have our game plan for the future right here to remain financially viable as we approach build-out. I tell you what, I got to draw this up for you. Now, members of the press, don't zoom in too close. We don't want Flower Mound or Louisville seeing our play sheet here. But we continue to lower our property taxes right here. Yet, we continue to deliver superior service right there. Our retail and restaurants, right there, they're our all-stars. The shops at Highland Village just invested in their center to bring the Cheesecake Factory to our community, and more work is planned to keep the center relevant for our community. And I've got just one thing to say about that. How about those cheesecakes?
Well, no, wait. You missed something, because you get a pulling guard here, a pull here. This guy's gonna do a kick out. He's gonna counter and come up here, and that's how you get your increased sales tax. And boom, that's a win.
General manager knows more about coaching than the coach. Well, anyway, and you can put this in 2-inch headlines. Highland Village will win.
So for our next question, we're gonna go to Michelle from Municipal Principal.
As the general manager of Team Highland Village, where does this all put you in the power rankings?
It's a really great question, and I like the way you asked it. Highland Village is the 3rd safest city in Texas. Our residents are proud to live here, and we're ranked as the 3rd best place in Texas to raise a family. All cities played hard, but of course Highland Village is the best place to be. It's been my honor to lead this team in my hometown. The love of Team Highland Village is what has motivated me every day. I'm grateful for the team, our community, and the opportunity I've had to be a part of something really special.